All right. Well, in today's deck, we're back looking at Abhorrent Oculus, one of the new pretty fun cards here from Duskmourn. And today's shell is going to be looking at the Satoru the Infiltrator as the enabler for this deck. When it or another non-token creature enters, if you did not spend mana to cast them, then you get to draw cards. So this is going to trigger off of two types of enter the battlefields. Number one, it's going to be cheating things into play. And number two, Endurance as a pitch cast elemental will be able to trigger that Satoru. So the first thing is that in these Abhorrent Oculus decks, we are playing a lot of Unearths, which there should actually be four of. I think I'll drop a Bowmasters for this. So yeah, we're going to be using Unearth a lot in order to get this thing back. It's going to be very important that it enters in this way because that will trigger Satoru. Unfortunately, the Manifest Dread tokens are not going to trigger Satoru, but getting it in via the Unearth cheating is going to be pretty good. And the other way that we can get things into play is by our good old friend Collected Company, which, wouldn't you know it, is happy with Abhorrent Oculus being a 3-drop. So instead of having 8 Unearths in Unearth and Reanimate, we're going to go 4 Unearths and 4 Collected Companies as our way to make the same sort of thing happen. Now that we're playing Collected Company, we can change things a little bit. Endurance, being something that can both be pitch cast and found off Collected Company, is going to be our mill answer. We get to play Tishana's Tidebinder here, another 3-drop that counters a activated or triggered ability. This can be Planeswalker activated abilities, the One Ring activations, or triggered abilities of a creature. And it's going to be nice to be able to hopefully land a Tishana's Tidebinder and then make our opponent not be able to use that ability until they find removal. Bowmaster is obviously strong. Tainted Indulgence is back here because first of all, if we want to get an Abhorrent Oculus into the graveyard, we have a way to. And then this essentially becomes 2-mana draw 2 in the late game, which is really, really nice. Psychic Frog is back as well, a good unearth target, things like that. Demonic Tutor also pretty decent, and yeah, I guess we have Fatal Push and Birds of Paradise to kind of like wrap things up there. Land-based, nothing special. We're just in Sultai, so we have Sultai-based lands. Let's go see what this Satoru Oculus build can do. It's been pretty fun in my test games, and I think that it is time to show the world what Satoru can do. Let's hop into these games. 5 timeless games coming up for you right now. This episode of Full Control MTG is brought to you by Patreon and your viewership. If you want to support the channel financially, the Full Control MTG Patreon is the best place to do so. With a Shockland tier, you get access to videos as soon as they are recorded and edited. Don't wait to get your hands on another Full Control MTG deck list. Otherwise, it's your support for the channel that keeps me going. Thanks for being here and enjoy the video. Here we go. First round. We have a bunch of Abhorrent Oculuses. In this deck, we really don't want to have them in our hand. You'd like to mill them over or have them as a Collected Company find. So I'm going to mulligan this one. Psychic Frog, much better. We're fine to get back with one of the Abhorrent Oculuses, though actually, you know what, now that I think about it, that is actually going to be our way of stabilizing. For some reason, I just got worried about having a basic black in case they play any one of the Blood Moon type effects, whether that's Blood Moon or Harbinger of the Sea. We're going to be a little bit greedy here. If I see like mono blue or something, I might fetch blue off of this Polluted Delta. Flooded Strand. I don't think I need to worry about an Harbinger of the Sea here. Sacred Foundry. All right, we're on energy. Psychic Frogs do line up good against that. Here's a Guide of Souls, the classic start. And we have an Earth now. Okay, so we have Abhorrent Oculus pretty soon. We'll take the Polluted Delta's Surveil first. And then we can get pretty much any Surveil land we want. We'll get one that contains black, and probably we'll just get the Dimir one for now. Where is it? There it is, under City Sewers. All right. I think we put anything into the bin here. Except for an unearth. We do want unearths in the hand. We'll pass. Arid Mesa. And an Ajani. Don't love to see that. We want to avoid seeing a red permanent come down very, very badly this next turn. I got a shock. Has to happen. Psychic Frog. And say go. So I could be aggressive and go Psychic Frog plus Oculus, but I think I'm just going to save Unearth for 2 Oculuses, or like when they remove my current Oculus. So it gets around the removal that they have pretty well, which I like. I'm going to play this super slow here. An Amped Raptor is really bad. Well, they fetched a Mountain, which is not good. We Ocelot Pride. We are about to not be very happy. They're having a good start. We are having an okay start. It's going to really it's going to really matter what like this abhorrent Oculus play ends up being for us. Sure. I mean, we definitely don't block here. We'll just take our medicine. Guide of Souls does its thing. Yep. And they will let me block the 2/1 cat. If I'd like to flip it, we will not. We take 5. Okay. So I can go Abhorrent Oculus plus Unearth. Or sorry, Abhorrent Oculus, Unearth plus Psychic Frog. We have Bolt to the face. Alright. Go to 8. Will there be another one coming from my Psychic Frog? Nope, they'll go to end step. Okay. So, we're doing this, aren't we? We draw another Psychic Frog. This pretty much just gives me more access to not dying, so I'm happy to do that. 2 life is basically going to be the same as blocking this Guide of Souls. Let's make the original frog a little larger here. Discard the Oculus. Go for Unearth. If I get Surgical, well, that's a bummer. Alright, Oculus, please come back. Alright, we get it. Cool. Am I attacking here? No, I don't want to let them flip their Ajani. They cannot kill my Oculus, but they can bolt me to 3. I do have 2 cards in graveyard. It's going to have to be Psychic Frog Jump this turn. So I can discard a Psychic Frog and then maybe try to unearth here. See what Oculus finds. This Oculus really needs to stabilize us here. We're going to likely end up giving them an Ajani flip anyhow. They must have another bolt. I don't know what's happening. Why would they be holding up priority? It's a Galvanic Discharge, so if I discard 2 cards, this thing will still not survive. Fine. Psychic Frog can go to graveyard. That will be more for Unearth to do. Demonic Theater would have been nice in hand. Alright, it's their turn. What happens? I think they just attack with cats. Oh, okay, and now we are unfortunately going to not be able to survive this. Yeah, basically they attack with 2 cats. If I block, they flip a Johnny and kill me. Yeah, okay, bummer. Well, we gave it a try with our Oculus. Unfortunately, I think that this deck really does need to have that Satoru or Collected Company early. We will make those adjustments for the mulligans in the coming games, but for now, I would say that my opponent has it, but we will see. They definitely have it with the Wondering, that's for sure. You got it. With all that life, we never did any damage to them. This Wondering gonna go absolutely ham. Alright, let's see. Just attack with 2 cats and you win. One cat. 2 cat. 3 cat. We are dead. Alright, cool. Sure. All we can do is really jump a frog, I guess. None of this matters. I'm just not going to block. Okay, so we'll go to round 2 here. Try to get our deck to work in round 2. Alright, round 2. First one was tough. Opponent on Gigantha. Demonic Tutor can find my Collected Company, and that was kind of the hardest part about last game. We'll try it. If we gotta go slow to make it happen, so be it. Guess it's domain or something. I don't really know. So this important Oculus is nice. Just go tapped for now. Big decision here out of that Windswept Heath. This does look like it's going to be domain. Especially if they play... Okay, so still missing blue. Ragavan dashed. That's... Alright. Just the land. Cool. Okay, so maybe it actually just became important that I have a Psychic Frog here. Psychic Frog, Abhorrent Oculus next turn, plus Demonic Tutor. Doesn't take me too off of my current game plan. See if they do the Rag again. The Territorial Kabu, they could still Ragavan. Cool. We can do the discard at any time. Pay 2 life here. Yeah, let's discard the Oculus, get going with that. This is the game plan that we wanted to be doing. Alright, so that comes back. Hopefully they don't have Leyline Binding. That'd be awkward. Or do they? Oh, they got Stubborn Denial. Alright, fine. So, that sucks. I guess I can Demonic Tutor for Collected Company or another Unearth. I think I want to do Collected Company, to be honest. Like, we have Tainted Indulgence to find some more things. This is not at all bad. I could attack attempting to draw here. They know that I can trick my Psychic Frog. We'll give him an opportunity here. Nice. That just gets in for free. I will take a card at any time. And now we actually have our 4th land for Collected Company, so that's good. So now we might finally be doing the thing that we really want to be doing here. We'll take 4. It's not the end of the world. I take it, they'll probably take my Oculus here. That is very expected. Now I could pitch cast Endurance, but Collected Company is going to be better, and it could possibly hit an Oculus. Alright, let's see if they have 2 Stubborn Denials. Just a Rag to set up for next turn. Sure. The thing with this deck is that you always need to be doing your Collected Companies prior to your opponent's next upkeep, because you can still end up in a situation where you have Oculus and you don't want to miss a trigger. So we go Coco now. See if they have another Stubborn Denial. Okay, cool. Psychic Frog, Birds of Paradise, not the end of the world. Both are decent cards. We'll attack with the currently attackable Psychic Frog, try to draw something here. It'll be an absolute pain if my next thing was a good 3-drop. Alright, they're at 11, we're at 12. They have a Bowmaster's, fine. Alright, so they can take out Birds of Paradise here. They cannot take out Psychic Frogs. I gotta make sure that both my Psychic Frogs start to become large. Unearth, dang. They will make sure to go face here. Understandable. We'll end turn. So I think I'm down to discard 3 of these. We will definitely consider making a block here. I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I think I do want to discard in response here. That'll at least get them to not attack with maybe like 1 creature. And I could actually trade with the Kavu, which I'd feel happy about. They attack with a 2/2. They will attack with a 4/4. Okay, cool. Take a Bowmaster's, fine. So we block here, and then we make sure that we get a good trade. All right, now Tainted Indulgence is just a straight up draw too, which is great. We're at 7 life here. They do get to hit with the Ragavan. They hit a Satoru, that's fine. And so now we kind of just need to hope that our decent draws take us over the edge here. I think I'm going to need to unearth this turn. They have another Kavu. Dang. This deck could use like a Baleful Strix or 2 in this situation like this, but that's not really how I need to make it work. So this is Tainted Indulgence plus Unearth. That's nice. Just a pure draw 2 here. Oh, the Collected Company is nice. We're going to have to like chump block here though. Fine. Fine. So we just go double Unearth here. It's not particularly great, but you know, we do have creatures. And they can block the Kavu. They have Surgical here. That's brutal if so. They do have Stubborn Denial. Okay, fine. So I will then still try to unearth that Endurance. It's very important for me. And then for me, since we have 3 unearths in graveyard, I think I am going to be shuffling my own graveyard back in. We will not attack. We have to make some unfortunate blocks here, but then hopefully Collected Company can do something. Oh no, we're not going to be able to. Dang, that's unfortunate. Well, we will eat it in round 2 yet again here. This time, though, we did get the Collected Company out, at least for a little. Possibly next turn or next round, we will have something worth looking at here on our board. We'll say no blocks here. Let them get in there. We'll go to round 3. All right, here we go. Not a great hand. I'm happy to mulligan this one. We have Psychic Frog and some Birds of Paradise Acceleration. I like it. Tainted Indulgence will need to be... It's one of our 2 discards, but I'd rather use the Psychic Frog. And our hand casts everything but Bop. Devourer of Destiny, so we need to go fast in this matchup. Would they exile Forsaken Monument? So maybe just kind of mid-range colorless Eldrazi. Maybe not necessarily Eldrazi even. Tapped Grave. And we just try to power out some creatures here. We'll start with Satoru, then go for Psychic Frog. Actually, Psychic Frog is more important because it's more consistent card draw. Alright, They ramp. They did not find Ugin's Labyrinth. You love to see it. And I could definitely consider just shredding a bunch of my hand here to get a faster Psychic Frog Clock. The One Ring, going to make sure that that does not matter. They didn't take the Forsaken Monument off the top, so that means they must have gotten something better than that. Well, we actually just want to have Bowmasters up, I think. We will wait till they activate One Ring. That will be a win condition. There's Ugin's Labyrinth. They have a lot of mana now. 2, 4, 6. Ugin the Ineffable. Dang. Alright, fine. Wait till they activate here. -3 kills my thing. Okay, cool. That's pretty solid. And see if they activate One Ring here. They will. We have Bowmasters. Now we take out their Ugin. Beautiful. And we target them with the remainder of these. Alright, so now we got attacks. We also have Overgrown Tomb here. I'm going to pay 2 life. We'll go Birds of Paradise into Demonic Tutor. We'll definitely have Collected Company now. And we have 4 damage. Alright. This is the speed that we're looking for here. Not fending off aggro, but producing our own threats. Let's see what happens next. I mean, I'm expecting some big Eldrazi beaters here coming down on the 7/8. 1 Ugin's Labyrinth gets them there. Surprising they didn't take the Forsaken Monument. They would have a lot of mana right now. They're thinking about it. They're taking their time here. Maybe that means they don't have a straight up play here. They do have Kozilek's Command. Okay, I was about to say. Surprised they didn't immediately crack off something to kill the Bowmasters, but at least we keep Birds of Paradise so far. Another Ugin's Labyrinth. That is scary. They had a second Devourer in hand. Karn the Great Creator. How are they going to make my life troublesome here? Liquid Metal Coating? Nope. Okay, they're going to be straight up with Forsaken Monument. I'd rather see that than something like Land Destruction. Well, would kind of like to have this in my, just like in my Collected Company find. We will start with this. We kind of need to hit an important Oculus. Wow. Well, we'll at least be able to draw some cards. Tidebinder, not ideal here. Definitely not ideal. Yoicks. Okay, so I think they might take a turn playing this Forsaken Monument. They might do something moderately good to make my life terrible, but maybe we can survive here. We're at 4 or 5 cards, so that is Oculus mana. We can Oculus plus Bowmasters, so I will at least tax 1 of their mana. Oh, they'll actually just let me take Karn. That's crazy. They must have exactly enough mana to do something nasty to me. Let's see what it is. Hidden Grotto. So that is 3, 4, 5. Then they'll still have 6. 8 mana? Yeah, I mean, they can still just Ugin me. Oh, it is exactly Ugin. Oh my gosh. So it'll be Ugin for -3. That wipes my board. They'll still have enough to minus on my abhorrent Oculus, which means that I kind of just need to do a Bowmasters thing. Gnarly. Okay, if they don't One Ring now, then it's possibly good. Another Mind Stone. Gain some life. Guardian Idol. Sure. No, they're activating the One Ring. I was waiting for them, or I was hoping that they would wait for me so I could Bowmasters. Okay, so we just play this out as kind of like a, maybe Ugin will bolt that instead of my face play. Devour of Destiny. Goodbye, Satoru. So we still take damage to the face anyway. It's an 8/8 absolute monster here. 3 damage to my face. Still looking to do Bowmasters things. But they have a full clutch of cards. I don't think we come back. Chalice on 1. Not going to bother Fatal Pushing. Say go. We need them to activate One Ring. That'd be super important for me. Alright, they make a 4/4. Fortunately now Fatal Push not a thing that can be played. Oh, okay, we will get to do a Bowmasters blowout. We just have to try to kill Ugin. Alright. Alright, so that's 5 more damage to Ugin. Sweet. And Ugin is officially dead. They still have all those cards, though. 1 untapped land means Satoru and a Portent Oculus is something. We lose Bowmasters? That's kind of a surprise. I think this game is, like, for sure over, but, like, we are maybe getting another turn here. Let's see if they can find Chalice for 3. No, Chalice for 0. Move to my turn. Alright, well, we'll have creatures. It's not going to matter, but we're going to have creatures. Let's get green. Probably the wrong color to find. At least that didn't screw my play up. There's Satoru. There's an Portent Oculus. Exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, no tax. Do the thing. They take 5. That's like non-trivial damage. Oh, right, and this is non-token, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of like the other very cool thing about this interaction. Tainted Indulgence going to be a discard here. They had the Ugin anyway, so we will lose here off of double Ugin, but at least we got to see the combo of Satoru plus Abhorrent Oculus. Well, looks like we're going to go to round 4 after some pretty brutal games here, but that, you know, is just kind of how things are. Definitely would say that I think we had a better track record by a long shot with the pure blue-black deck that was playing the 8 reanimation spells. I felt that that was a little bit too much here, but maybe Collected Company is asking just a bit too much. Either way, we'll see what happens in round 4. All right, here we go in round 4. I've had to re-record this a few times. We've just had some concessions and some terrible aggro games that we've matched up against. It is Fellmire. We are playing Belcher. All right. Well, we want to get to our 3rd land drop real quick and get this Abhorrent Oculus into play. That's going to be our main source of aggro. They play Grief. Is this Grief immediately sacrifice play a Belcher? That's pretty sweet if so. Psychic Frog's our best play here. That's their take, I think. Okay. Will they reanimate their Grief? Because I can deal with that with this hand. On my turn 1. Okay, it's sacrifice into Belcher, I imagine. Yep, okay, cool. So we basically just need to get to our thing before they get to their thing. I should have played the sewers first. Alright, I'm not doing what I said I was going to do. Well, we will take another Surveil land. And we're looking for black here. Collected Company is not it. Well, we lose to a Dark Ritual at this point. But if not Dark Ritual, they have to find Sacrifice and a Pitch Elemental and a card that matches the Pitch Elemental's color. So even though I'm slow here on Psychic Frog, it can still work. Every turn that they miss a land is a good one for me. They might have Pitch, Cast, Endurance, or Solitude here. Sorry, Grief, Solitude. What'll it be? This is one that we can win. Alright, we got Undercity Sewers here. We're just surveilling into the graveyard for Abhorrent Oculus at this point, but we do have Collected Company. That is actually better. Alright. So we will Abhorrent Oculus the turn after Collected Company, and we can just put a bunch of stuff into Psychic Frog otherwise. Let's do this now. Find our green. Shocker Breeding Pool. Life total doesn't really matter. We're going to die when Belcher goes off. This is perfect. We just full on whiff on Collected Company. Well, that's what happens when some of these decks don't have full creature packages. So now our next thing is going to be hold up Tishana's Tidebinder, discard a bunch of other cards. Activate one more time. We'll get rid of the Fatal Push. And yeah, basically we have to dodge untapped land here. One turn. Okay, well, we tried for the Collected Company. We might get punished here. It might have been smarter to hold up to Shauna's Tidebinder, but we get our turn back. All right, all is not lost. We'll hit again here. We gotta hold up to Shauna's Tidebinder. They know about it. Orcish Bowmasters is a great find. So they have to have a Hand Hate and then a Belcher. Here's Dark Ritual. Activate Belcher. Belcher targets me. And then we'll Tishana's Tidebinder. It will now lose that ability forever. And I get the Verdant Catacombs here for a Bowmasters. We might actually get through here in round 4. We're just shocking here. Here's a Bowmasters. We have 9 cards in graveyard. That will be an Abhorrent Oculus. Target them. Resolve. We're doing the thing. It's finally happening. Abhorrent Oculus. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we are in there finally. Let's go. Surveil. Get rid of that land. Get in there. We are finally doing the thing. I'm so happy. They're at 2. We have everything. I think we're going to make it happen. We can even unearth something as well. Let's get rid of the other Abhorrent Oculus. Oh, except no, I exiled it. Whoops. Doesn't matter. I'm so happy. We're finally going to do it in round 4. We finally win a game. And it does happen to be against the combo deck that we clipped the wings off with its Shauna's Tidebinder. So at least every card is pulling their weight a little bit here. I think we've seen most of the interactions that are in this deck. And I think I've definitely come to the realization that some of them are a little bit more hopeful wishing than the lower end reality of the card. But you know what? We have one more round here. Maybe we can make something fun happen. At any rate, it's been good to check out this list. Here's round 5. All right, last round. Let's make one good move happen here. I keep getting baited by this Collected Company thing. I really want to make it work. Let's try it. We have Reanimated Satoru. We're going to make sure that we sequence these surveils correctly. Round 4 was a little bit funny in that regard, but still worked out. Here is this. We got to find either blue, black. Take a breeding pool. Just make sure that we're set up for Collected Company as soon as possible. Here is a Psychic Frog. Psychic Frog plus Unearth, going to be nice, depending on what we draw. Okay, another Unearth, maybe not the best thing in the world. We will attempt to attack here. Ah, that's exactly what I wanted. So we go this. Shock the Catacombs. Being a little bit cavalier with life here, but you know, it is what it is. We go Psychic Frog, get rid of Abhorrent Oculus, go Unearth on the Oculus. Now we are looking good. This is what we want to be doing, baby. Crap, it's a Spell Pierce, but it's a good thing we have 2 more Unearths. Archon of Emeria. couldn't be bothered. Let's attack with both. Wait for blocks. I assume they don't block here. Nice. This is completely fine for us because we go Important Oculus again. Then we Orcish Bowmasters them on their turn. We even get a card off of Satora because we rock like that. We'll end turn here, move to theirs. Manifest Dread of Bowmasters is ideal. And we get another card. We are doing the thing. Let's go. Satoru Oculus face down cards. Drawing every time. You'll love to see it. Okay, so they have one spell per turn. This is going to be an Ornithopter as their one spell. Cool. Oh, okay, it's one, no, it is one spell each turn. Yeah, they can't actually play anything here. Well, I think we're going to do just fine this time now. Let's play a Bowmasters. And yeah, I guess opponent will see the error of their ways there, as we just have upkeep triggers every turn that draws cards and do the thing. Well, okay, I would definitely say that the end of this league, it turned out way better than the beginning. Definitely had some tough games when it came to aggro. So it's possibly the case that this particular build of Oculus is going to find a better home in Historic or something like that. With the higher CMC of a collected company type thing, the payoff of needing to have all this removal and stuff like that to keep Abhorrent Oculus in play is maybe not the best. I think that the low to the ground, possibly even Luris build of blue-black could be very good, where you run a lot of interaction and things like that, only to then either Psychic Frog on Earth or just hard cast an Abhorrent Oculus from hand. So actually it couldn't be a Luris because Abhorrent Oculus cannot be played with Luris as the companion. But regardless, those low to the ground decks in general, I think, are probably the best home for this Oculus card. It's like if you scaled down a WinCon to the point where it was playable in a deck that had like max 3 CMC, you'd get this card. But at any rate, that brings us to the end of the series today. I hope you guys enjoyed playing this one along with me. If you want the deck list and you want to iterate it and see if it could like actually be saved in any way for Historic, do check out the Moxfield link in the description. Make sure to like and comment for the YouTube algorithm stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.